Hey there! So for our first virtual piano lesson, I thought that we could learn our finger numbers and some basic piano technique so that you can start playing songs right away. Um, so I guess the first thing that you should know about piano is we use finger numbers just to keep track of which finger we should be using to play. There's an image on our Padlet that you can refer back to. But just as an introduction, in piano, thumb is number 1. This is finger 2, finger 3, finger 4, finger 5. Pretty simple and straightforward, but one thing to keep in mind is that your hands are mirror images of each other, which can sometimes throw people off when they're first getting started, because finger 1 is on the left in your right hand and finger 5 is on the left in your left hand. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The numbers go in different directions, but thumb is number 1, pinky's number 5. The other thing that you should know, just to get started, is how to hold your hand. So we want, first of all, to sit up straight at the piano with both of your feet on the ground, super important. And then you can imagine that there's a little bubble under your hand. So your fingers will actually be kind of round, not like curled up round, but just relaxed and as if there's something just taking up a little space underneath. Your elbow and your shoulders will stay relaxed. And we don't want to lift our fingers like this. You want to just kind of let the weight of your hand settle. So if you can see, my fingers aren't lifting up off the keys. They're kind of staying close to the keys. And that'll help you have a little more effortless technique. If you start lifting your fingers, you're doing a lot of work. So yeah, just keep your hand relaxed, keep your fingers round, keep your elbows and your shoulders relaxed, and keep your feet on the floor, and you'll be off to a great start. So the last thing before you get started, you'll see that there's a little diagram that shows the keyboard, and it shows the note names. It would be a good idea to start memorizing where at least where C is on the piano. So to find C, I always find the 2 black keys together. The black keys are in sets of 2 and 3. So I find 2 black keys together and then slide down to C. And if you're more of a visual learner, you can use that image that's on the Padlet. The keys on the piano go from A to G and then they repeat over and over again. So really you're just learning 7 white keys for now. But yeah, if you can, try to memorize at least where C is, and then you'll be able to figure out from there any other notes that you need. We talk about high and low on the piano. High is on the right side, low is on the left side. And I think that should be all that you need to get started. So I've included some sheet music that has finger numbers. At the top of the page, it'll say where your hand goes. So for the right hand one, it says right hand finger 1 on C, finger 5 on G. So those should be the 5 notes that you're working with. You can play and see if they sound the same as they do on the video. And then in the left-hand song that I uploaded, you would start with finger 5 or your pinky on A, and finger 1, your thumb, on E. In the left-hand song there is one right-hand note, so just watch out for that, but it's labeled. We'll play an A with right hand in that last song. So I think that should be all that you need to get started. When you find that hand position, make sure that each finger has its own key and that you're not skipping over any keys, so it should be 5 white keys right next to each other. But I think that's all that you would need to know to get started and try these songs that I've uploaded. So have fun trying it out, and our next lesson will be on playing a C major scale. Take care.